walks with the wise will be wise. The companion of fools will be destroyed. You see, sometimes we have to sacrifice a relationship simply because we're not traveling on the same road with this person. We're not headed for the same destination. And then sometimes there are relationships that we need to cultivate if we will fulfill our destiny. Interesting, really. When you have to get a mentor, when, for example, you need to run after someone who is very busy, I see people who are not really passionate enough about their objectives to pursue someone who can add value to their lives. I'll say it again. He who walks with the wise will be wise. The companion of fools will be destroyed. The wise King Solomon said that. By changing one relationship in your life, you can change the direction of your life and you can change your status. But are you willing to pay the price? Sometimes in the past, I've had to sit down for 3 hours waiting to see someone, or for 4 hours. And it was because of the value that I placed on the person's wisdom and the impact that it could have on my life. For some people, it's about information products. Some people pick some CDs or they pick some books and they say, oh, it's too expensive. And I say, wow, there is no book that has a price that actually reflects its value. What you are paying for is the paper and the ink. I mean, someone has experience gathered over 30 years, over 40 years, over 50 years. They put all that in the book and I buy the book for $10 or $20. I mean, 30 or 40 years of experience. I do not ask myself, is this book worth it? I ask myself, am I worth it? Am I worth investing $20 in? That's what influences my decision making in such instances. See, I am willing to sacrifice, money to get the information that I want because I value the information. I remember once when I was part of the compulsory National Youth Service Scheme in my country. It's compulsory for every university graduate for a year. And, I was earning a small amount of money then as an allowance many years ago. And there was a book I wanted to buy. It took up everything, all the money. All the money I should have used to eat for a whole month, I used it to buy just one book. Why? Because I said to myself, there's so much in this book, I know it will reproduce that money over and over and over again. When I should have bought a shirt, I sacrificed and rather bought information materials. Why? I said to myself, if I buy this today, other people will have to buy mine tomorrow because what I'm going to get from it, I'm going to apply it to my life and then I will have something to say to my world tomorrow. It's always sacrifice first before success comes. But many people don't understand that that's exactly how it works. There are so many people looking for shortcuts. You know what? Most shortcuts eventually become the longest cuts you could ever have. If you're looking for an easy path, the path of least resistance, the likelihood is that like a crooked river, you will have to use crooked means to get what you're supposed to get through hard work. Okay? The law of sacrifice is one of the major laws of success. How much are you willing to pay to achieve your goals, to fulfill your dreams? What are you willing to give up to fulfill your dreams? Some of us need to give up money. Some of us need to give up relationships. Some of us need to give up even opportunities that we have today. Sacrifice is the key. Okay? And I need to say this, and it's important. This sacrifice is a law. quite all right. It's a law. In other words, it has no respect for persons. It works for everyone. Okay, because someone may be asking, are you sure this is going to work for me? Absolutely yes. When you put a seed in the soil, the right soil with the right conditions, it grows. The seed has no respect for race or for color. It grows. Why? Because it's controlled by a law, the law of sowing and reaping. It's the same thing with sacrifice. If you sacrifice today, if you pay the price today, you will get the harvest tomorrow. See, someone said, and I really believe it, that if you pay now, you will play later. But if you play now, you will pay later. Whichever way it goes, you will pay. You will pay. Some people want to enjoy too soon. They want to harvest too soon. They want success too soon. You know, these days we come under peer pressure. When we see our friends or colleagues, they're young and they're riding a fine car already. Oh, he has a house of his already and so on. And with all those things, we put ourselves under pressure. The truth is that sacrifice is not something that you do once. It's something that you do consistently, okay, over time. And it multiplies your success. I think that one of the greatest illustrations of the impact of sacrifice is described in one of the statements that Jesus Christ made. He said, except a corn of wheat falls to the ground and dies, it remains the way it is. He said, but if it dies, it will bring forth a lot of fruit. You look at it. Only one apple seed you put in the soil. That seed, though, has to die first. The shell around it has to disintegrate. Then something inside it shoots out. That's the miracle there. You see, this principle that I'm describing can transform your life in radical ways. So, this seed sprouts and begins to grow, and it's just a matter of time. It becomes a tree. Okay? A tree which now